Almost every major philosopher in Europe in the 20th century was familiar with Klee's work, and in most cases wrote about Klee's work. One thing that he did with enormous skill were kind of minimalist drawings. That is, he, with just a few simple lines, could express what might in fact be a fairly complicated idea, and often would express it in a kind of humorous way. There's one drawing in this exhibition called Flight, and it shows a guy running like mad, obviously trying to get away from something, and yet the drawing is so funny. I mean, it really is just, one can't look at it without laughing. And that's true of many of the other works. Even when the works have a certain serious side to them, they're often tinged with a bit of humor. He produced over 9,000 works in his course of his career. There are works here that, to my knowledge, have not been exhibited in the U.S. previously. In particular, the 1933 political works. The sketches are meant precisely as satirical commentary on what he saw going on in Germany at the time. He was actually a German citizen, even though he had grown up in Switzerland. And he had no desire to leave Germany and left only at the pleadings of his wife. So this was a very painful experience. The work that I would like to call attention to especially is a work called A Gate. This work was seen by the philosopher Martin Heidegger in Basel in the late 50s. And in fact, his comments on the work have been so influential that today, if you visit the museum, the Beyeler Museum in Basel, where this work normally is exhibited, they actually have a plaque commemorating Heidegger's viewing of the painting. It's a work that has to be interpreted because it is basically abstract. Heidegger considered this gate to represent death. And one of his comments in relation to this work was, "This is the gate through which we all must pass." He remains unique, and I think no other artist really has been able to capture the multiple techniques, the humor and imagination, the way in which Klee's works make visible, and that's Klee's own phrase, the way in which they make visible what we ordinarily don't actually see, but what is always somehow present, somehow operative in our perception of the world.